He was from Toronto. He was from Ottawa. Why don't I remember the name anymore?
It's called 97. Usually he's called Bill. I've got my own nickname for him. I call him Willie D. Well, I met Bill in 1975. Over the next few years, he started relaying some of the wartime stories. At 18 years old, he went to enroll in the army, and he showed up at the recruitment center, and the guy looked at him and said, I don't think you're 18. So he ran home, and he got a letter from his mother, and he got his birth certificate, and they agreed, yep, you're 18, you're eligible. Partway through his training, they came up to him and said, look, we're looking for people for the Air Force. And he and his buddies, they all took the tests, the results came out, the only one that passed was Bill. Went through basic flight training, then he got onto bigger and bigger and bigger planes until he was finally flying the Halifax, the 4-engine bomber. He flew Friday the 13th, which was the Halifax that flew the most missions. Most Halifaxes only made 2 or 3 missions before they were shot down. And this Friday the 13th, for some reason, it went through the whole war. More than half of them didn't come back. That's the kind of attrition they expected. You know, if we send out 1,000 planes, we might get 500 back, we might get less back. And he described some of the missions, and there's flak going off all around them. And some of the guys in the plane were screaming at him, turn around, turn around. And he says, if the mission said you had to follow these flares and drop, you didn't even think about turning away. I mean, if some of that flak just went through the wrong part of the plane, you were gone. Some of his nieces and nephews, this one guy in particular, calls him up every Remembrance Day and said, Uncle Bill, thank you for your contribution. And he says, what's he talking about? You know, he doesn't consider himself a hero, or that's just what everybody had to do. He's humble, yeah. He's easygoing. He's very sociable. I mean, he loves talking to people. Once you get him started, he doesn't stop. I would say there's maybe half of the old Bill left there. You know, his memory is, most of it's gone. You know, it's there's some sparks. Once he's stimulated, it's amazing what he does remember.
That's it, yeah, Halifax.
Gunner up top, and the gunner in the tail.
Yeah.
And the little guy up front.
That was me.
I think it's important that we remember the contribution these people made to the war effort, and without the next generation doing some of the remembering for them, if we didn't do that, these stories would die. Every generation is going to do its bit to try and keep this going.